Wash your hands. Hi Nolan, my name's Katie. I'm a student nurse practitioner and I'm doing a neurological exam on you. Is that okay? Okay, can you tell me your full name?
Nolan May.
What year is it?
2020.
Where are you?
Louisville, Kentucky.
And why are you here?
Neurological exam.
Good. Okay, so I'm going to have you say three phrases and I'm going to have you repeat them later on, okay?
Okay.
Umbrella, shoe, and treasure.
Okay.
Okay? So I'm going to have you draw a clock and have it read 3 o'clock. And I want you to write all the numbers around the clock. Good. Okay, so you can see Nolan's clock reads 3 o'clock and it's symmetric and all the letters or the numbers are in the right order. Okay, and what were those 3 words?
Umbrella, shoe, treasure.
Good. Okay, so I'm going to test Nolan's cranial nerves, starting with the olfactory nerve, cranial nerve 1, and have Nolan hold one nostril and smell. And the other one? Could you smell both of them evenly? What was it?
Cinnamon.
Good. Okay, now we're going to do the optic nerve, cranial nerve 2, and I'm going to be doing that with the Schindler chart. And have Nolan read the lowest line.
DFPOTEC.
Good. So he read the lowest line, so his score is 20/20. And I'm also going to be testing the cranial nerve 2 with the confrontation visual fields. So I'm going to have Nolan look at me, and he's going to tell me which fingers are wiggling.
Both. No. 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 No.
Okay. And now Nolan and I are going to close the same eye. Good.
Both. I don't know. No. No. No.
Good. Now the other eye.
Both. No. No. Both.
Good. All right. And now we're going to test cranial nerve 3. And we're going to be doing the direct indirect light, the ocular motor nerve. Okay, so I'm going to shine the light into this eye, and then I'm going to see this eye, the indirect eye, constrict as well. Constrict, constrict, good. Constrict, constrict, good. So normal findings there. And with the ocular motor nerve, I'm going to be testing it using the 6 cardinal movements. So I'm going to have Nolan look up. So the lid elevation, test the ocular motor nerve 3, lid elevation, and then the downward internal rotation, test the trochlear nerve, cranial nerve 4, and then 6, abducens side to side. And I'm testing for any leg lag or in conjugate movements, which they were all moved together. So that's good. And now we're going to be testing cranial nerve 5, trigeminal. And I'm going to do the prick and dull test on the occipital, maxillary, and masseter parts of his face. So I'm going to have you close your eyes.
Prick. Dull. 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 Prick. 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 Dull. Prick. Dull. Prick. Dull.
Good. And then I'm going to have Nolan clench your teeth down. And I'm going to palpate his temporal and masseter. Good. All normal findings there. And next I'm going to be testing cranial nerve 7, which is the facial nerve, which is in charge of movements. So I'm going to have Nolan raise his eyebrows, squeeze your eyebrows tight, and blow your cheeks up. And I think that's all of them. And then I'm going to have Nolan smile. Good. All right, now we're gonna do cranial nerve 8, which is for hearing, acoustic. And I'm gonna hold Nolan's ear right here, occlude it, and whisper into his ear.
5, 6, 7.
Good.
3, 4, 9.
Good. Okay. And if that were abnormal, I would do the Weber's test. And sit it up top. Is it on the same on both sides?
Mhm.
Okay, so lateralized to both sides, which is a normal finding. And then the Ryan's test, which is testing bone conduction versus air conduction. I'm gonna test Nolan's. Tell me when you can't hear anymore.
Can't hear it.
You can hear it still?
Yeah.
Okay, so that means his air connection was greater than his bone conduction, which is a normal finding. And now I'm gonna do this side. Tell me when you can't hear it anymore.
Can't hear it. Now I hear it.
Okay, good. All right, and so now I'm going to do cranial nerve 9, the glossopharyngeal, which is the nerve for taste on the back, the posterior, and it is also the soft palate. So I'll have Nolan say ah, and I'll make sure there's nice symmetric on each side, elevation, and his uvula will be midline. Good. Okay. And next we will do cranial nerve 10, which is the vagus nerve. And that's going to test taste, but it's not direct taste. It sends the taste to the brain, and also it's also innervates the larynx, which is for voice, and Nolan's voice has been normal this whole time. And then also it will test the gag reflex, which we will not be doing, but I would take a wooden stick, I'll have Nolan open his mouth and put the stick in the back of his throat and wait for him to gag, but we won't be doing that. And then cranial nerve 11, which is the spinal accessory nerve. So I'm gonna have Nolan shrug his shoulders. Good. 5 out of 5, and then turn to the side and press against my hand. Good. 5 out of 5. Good. Okay, and then now we're gonna do the hypoglossal nerve, cranial nerve 12, which I'm gonna have stick out his tongue. Look for any atrophy. Or tremors inside to side. Good. And puff it against your cheeks. Good. Okay. And now I'm going to do an ophthalmic exam. And turn this light off. Okay. And I'm starting at 0. And I'm just observing Nolan's cornea right now. And his optic disc. Okay. So I saw his optic disc. It was nice crisp borders, no bulging. The physiologic cup was half the diameter out, and no hemorrhages of the arteries. So next eye. So same findings as the other eye, no hemorrhages, no bulging of the disc, and nice crisp edges. now we're going to be doing a motor exam, or strength exam. So I'm going to test Nolan's bicep strength by having him try to put his hand towards his shoulder and try resisting. Good, 5 out of 5. Hand to shoulder. Good, 5 out of 5. And now we're going to test the distal. So I'm going to try to push against me coming this way. Good, 5 out of 5. Push on me distally. Good, 5 out of 5. All right, and now we're going to be doing the wrists. Push against, push up. Good. And try to grab my fingers. And hands like this. Don't let me push your hands together. Good. In opposition, try to do this motion, but I'm gonna resist. You're gonna resist against me. Good, 5 out of 5. All right, and now you can stand up. We're gonna do the proximal distal, or the proximal lower extremities by hopping. Good, 5 out of 5. And then the distal by Nolan walking on his toes. Good. All right, and now we're going to do sensory test. So you can sit back down. Okay. So I'm going to have Nolan, so I'm going to be doing position sensing. So I'm going to take one of your fingers or toes, and you'll see you go up, down, or side to side, okay? But you'll have your eyes closed, okay? So tell me which direction we're going. Hold on.
Down, up, right, left.
Good.
Down.
Oh, sorry.
Down, up, down, right, left. Down, up, left, right.
Good.
Up, down, up, left, right.
Good. All right. And now I'm going to do the prick and dull test for each of your extremities, okay? This is the prick, this is the dull. All right?
Prick,
Close your eyes, yeah.
dull, prick, dull, 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 prick, prick, dull, prick, prick, dull, 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 prick, prick, dull, dull, prick, prick, dull, prick, dull.
Good. All right, and now I'm going to be testing sterogenesis, and I'm going to have you close your eyes and guess what you are putting in your hand.
Coin,
Good. And now I'm going to put this in your other hand. Can you tell me which coin is smaller?
this one.
Good. And graphesthesia. I'm going to be tracing a letter into your, or a number into your hand.
3, 4,
Good. All right. And now I'm going to move on to the cerebral part of the exam. So I'm going to have you put your hand nose to my finger. Good. And other finger. And this is also testing upper body sense of position as well. And then close your eyes and put nose to finger, other finger. Good. And I'm gonna have you lay down and do shin to heel. Up and down, just watching for nice smooth movements, other side. Good. All right, and I'm gonna have you go like this and stand up. And now I'm going to watch Nolan's gait. I'm going to have him walk, watching his hand swing, which look nice and smooth. Good. And I'm going to have you go heel to toe. Good. And you walk on your tiptoes. And walk on your heels. Good. Alright, you can sit back down. And now we're going to be doing the reflexes. So I'll start with the bicep. So find his bicep tendon. Okay. Bicep tendon. Good. All right, now we're doing the tricep. Okay. And the other tricep, you want to swing your legs over here. Okay. Good. And we're going to do brachioradialis. You flex your hand like this. Good. Okay, and the other one, flex your hand. Good. Okay. All right, now we're gonna do patellar. Okay. Good. And the Achilles. And then the plantar reflex, Babinski. And this is negative on both sides because I didn't see any dorsiflexion. And that's it. Thank you.